What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Aged Out Reacts with the two hosts of the Aged Out podcast, Mike Fantini and
Evan Worrell.
And before we get into today's this will probably be post-Thanksgiving reaction video when this will go up. So before we get into that, hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. Let us know what you think of our opinions here and give us any future suggestion videos. Suggest any future videos. I cannot talk tonight. Down in the comments, like the video, share it. Everything helps with the algorithm. Check out LoneStarPercussion.com. Use the discount code AgedOut. Save yourself $10 on any order of $50 or more. Check out the podcast on all major podcast services or here on YouTube. All that good stuff. Social media, Facebook, Instagram. All right. As you can see in today's video title, I've been looking forward to doing this one for a while. You know, we had it on our short list of future videos to make, and we finally were just like, all right. We've done a couple Rhythm X things before. Obviously, we're both alumni, but we've never, 2013 and 2008 are two, iconic Rhythm X years for obvious reasons.
Probably my two favorite Rhythm X shows, period.
I'd probably agree with that.
Yeah, I would stand by that.
I mean, Touch is great, but I almost like Gone more. They played way better, for sure.
It's harder.
Yeah.
Touch was an immaculate conceptual design.
Yes.
I just like the Gone show better.
Hold on, I have to open my Yingling since that ensemble is the reason I developed a love for this beer. So hold on.
It wasn't sold in Kentucky at the time. We would go up to Ohio, and that's the only place we could get it.
Yep. So you know what we're reacting to today. X13 will be first. Then we'll do a couple really short, old, innovative with that bass riff intro. X08 videos, and yeah, I'm ready if you are.
Let's go.
All right, this first video is from Evans, so thank you.
Or not me.
Woo! All right.
Right off the bat, just ripping.
To start a show like that, it's just one of the most ballsy things I feel like people have done still to date. Like, to just say, all right, cool, we're just going to open with this bass feature and just say, you guys are going to hit this and make the show, or you're going to miss it and let everybody down.
And it was one of the more iconic hand-to-hands because those weren't as prevalent then, and this kind of started, it was just they turned on the side profile, everyone can see exactly what we're going for. The exposure was just through the roof. So it was either super credit or super wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, I mean, it set the tone. It set the tone for the approach of the whole show. It was
Shout
awesome.
out to Kevin Hankins and Tommy Rome.
Yep. One of the most iconic bass 1 and 2 duos in our opinion, or my opinion, I think, of the past decade or more, 15 years. All right, let's start that over. Let's let it run through.
Woo! Tree boy.
This was an exposed battery moment, right?
Super exposed.
Yep.
So delicate.
Yep. A lot of touch.
Not crazy hard, just dynamically super high contrast from the high to low end.
Yeah. There's a lot of space in this phrase, too. Woo! That roll out of nowhere was nice.
Yeah. Gut edge in there.
So I want to take a second. You notice how they spun around in the middle of that phrase? People, I feel like, underestimate how difficult that is for your ears to adjust like that and rotate and completely shift the listening demand as you spin around like that. You almost just have to all right, I'm going to play in time and trust the hands to make it work. So it's another one of those things, I know I point these out a lot, one of those things that's harder than you would think if you've never done it. Watch those singles.
This show sucks you in emotionally so much.
It's such a good show.
It's very well paced in just the highs and lows. Super open. Retardando.
Yep.
Just feeling that space together, very challenging.
And a quick shout out here in this pause. Where's my mouse? There it is.
You can also hit the space bar to pause, I believe, on YouTube.
Let's try this. Some people have told me the left arrow goes back 5 seconds.
Yeah, it
nice.
does.
All
You're
right.
a YouTube noob.
I'm learning.
All right, but I think
All right.
I know where you're going with that.
Zach Jancheski right here, for anyone that doesn't know. So Joe Woody was initially in this spot for almost the entire season, and he had a season-ending injury that ended it for him and then also took him out of his 2013 Blue Coats age-out summer, where he had like a tendon in his thumb and his left hand, I think, just like popped, like snapped.
And I believe he had surgery and had a tendon from his pointer finger disconnected and reconnected to his thumb. So he had to learn how to reuse his index and his pointer finger and drum again.
I think he actually just got married this past weekend too, didn't he? I feel like I saw pictures from Taha at the wedding. I don't know. But so kudos to Zach. He filled that hole and like came in like I think it was within the last month of the season. Like he had to learn the show really quick. Did a great job. Just the more you know, I guess. All right, let's keep going.
Get it.
Oof, not that one random note.
Yeah. Those isolated attacks and snares. Quad's nailing it, though.
Yep.
Also not the best angle to read a battery from on the side profile, but...
Not at all. Yeah, like I would imagine I would give him the benefit of the doubt, especially on those last two triplet rolls. Were probably better than they sounded from this angle.
I would imagine. I mean, they did win.
Yeah.
And in today's WGI, you cannot win if you're not clean.
Correct.
Oof, that bass run in the middle there. Little thematic moment where Ryan and Mike fell out.
Tom's iconic solo.
Does not miss the shot here, I don't believe.
I don't think so. Nope.
There it is. Frankie.
He did miss it on the floor at finals, though, didn't he?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Did not matter.
Nope. Nobody cared.
Great add-ins.
Yeah.
Such a hype here.
Yep.
Dude, this part on the floor
I'm going back.
is just like a head bob. It's just like they're just screaming and
It's so cool.
It's great.
Just add-ins again.
Those uniforms are sick too.
Yeah.
Woo!
I love that snare phrase.
There's also like another great bass moment coming up where it's just like and then they just rip this run. I know this show so well.
I actually haven't seen any of this in a long time.
Here comes the bass moment at the end of this phrase.
So good.
Great balance.
Yep. Amazing battery blend on that phrase.
This phrase is hot.
Yep. Cool. Good stuff. Man, I will say most of that book is technically not that hard. There's a lot of space. There's some roll hand speed changes, but that opening phrase is tough, and that last chunk right there is tough. Like, they picked their spots to write it hard really well.
Yeah, it was paced so well, especially all that stuff in the middle of the show where they were doing that whole, like, very soft but, like, lovely, dramatic fight scene and stuff like that. It was a great moment.
And I want to point out, I'm mainly talking about the snare book when I say, like, most of it wasn't super hard. from like a chops and like beef standpoint. I felt like the quad book and the bass book were harder than the snare book.
Well, I just feel like it was a good job of not overwriting. Sometimes like
Yeah.
battery writing can get in the way. I know we did that thing way back where we talked about like how much groups write or played during the course of a show, as far as like the percentage of the show. But I feel like it was a good balance between just like the battery not getting in the way of the front
Yeah.
ensemble.
I would agree. It worked. All right, now we're going to go to one of the cleaner Rhythm X years that has happened to date. And just enjoy. We're going to freak out. It's dumb.
It's crazy too because I don't believe that they won hands this year.
I don't think they did. I don't. So enjoy this intro bass riff. Thank you, IP, for these amazing old school videos. God. Woo.
The subtle change from 16th to 5-lets in there.
Jesus.
So tasty.
Woo, that roll. Oh my God. The edge roll.
I think this is one of the first Tim Jackson books, like actually officially. I'm sure he wrote stuff over the years,
Yeah.
but the layering of the bass and the quads.
Oh, that little pulse crescendo, decrescendo. Hold on.
Going up to the
Dude, the pulse crescendo, decrescendo on that roll. Hold on.
it just like goes up and just like
feels so good.
gets you.
It's so subtle. It like doesn't
So
crescendo
subtle,
super
yeah.
loud, but it's just so subtle and tasty.
This lot makes me smile so much.
They're smiling.
Dude, this singles out to the edge.
Woo! Jeez. All right, one more quick
Dude.
one of the. I think the snare features in this 60-second little clip, and you talk about clean from the side. Go home, watch this.
Dude, this like they go all the way down to the edge and have that little click. This whole part just written to the "Dreaming from a Broken Heart" or "Dreaming of a Broken Heart" that John Mayer song is just fantastic. The trade-offs, the A to B section.
Ice cream.
Shout out, Brian.
Oh. Yes, we're gonna back up.
The gut strokes, the notes are gone.
Oh man, I get it.
Gone.
Whew. Nice sound quality, Brian.
Ted Leith, Brian Klaus, Matt Bowers. So many people I know from that. Kevin Thornburg.
There's a lot of iconic, just ex people
Brooks.
in this group, ex alums that were a part of this, and it was incredible. You know, Josh actually talks about the 08. I remember him telling us in 11 or 12 that the 08 snare line wasn't that great most of the season.
Yeah, they really had to fight and claw for it.
Yep. The way he puts it is like, he's like, look, they were a bunch. I think he calls them like the junkyard dogs is his phrase.
Junkyard dogs.
Yeah, that's the Brickeyism. And yeah, he's like, they weren't amazing for most of the season, and they just like made the decision to be good and work their butts off. And I mean, the result speaks for itself. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, fantastic show.
So, All right, well, we did it. 2 iconic Rhythm X years, incredible. The 2013 show was just amazing. Played really well on top of it. Cool book, worked well with the pit parts, well arranged, and then '08 is just '08. There's not a whole lot you can say at this point. It's just piss clean, just well written. So,
Great show design.
yep, great show design. We'll see everybody in the next one.
Peace.